Well, this is something that I wasn't really expecting to happen. Well, I mean, I guess I saw it happening. The implications were there, but see it actually happening, it's a lot to take in. Where Twitch has basically said, "Hey, you can see adult content on Twitch now." Like, they sugarcoat it by saying, "Oh, it's artistic ways," no, like body painting or pole dancing or something. Like they sugarcoat it by saying it's artistic, right? But at at the end of the day, you can see tits, dick, and ass on Twitch now, right? They updated their sexual content, saying that to be effective, policies need to be easy to understand so the streamer knows what is allowed on the site and what is not allowed. That's been a problem with Twitch since like forever. Like, people be getting banned on Twitch for things that they don't even know why, and Twitch wouldn't even tell them why, which is probably the biggest reason why I don't use Twitch. Twitch just seems a little too volatile for me. Part of the confusion comes from the fact that there are currently two separate policies that can be guidelines that address sexual content. So yeah, basically they're allowing, based on what they've said here, they're allowing like softcore porn, basically, where there's going to be nudity. Yeah, there's going to be nudity, and then there's going to be like, basically they allow nudity, but they still don't allow fucking. That's basically the TLDR of it, where like even right here it says how to Twitch handle nudity in gaming. We handle nudity in gaming in two ways. First, games featuring nudity, pornography, sex, are entirely prohibited. Custom gameplay or visual include uncensored patches. Right? So basically, what's happening is Twitch is more or less becoming a cam site. More or less. Right? Based on what I just read, how they're updating their policies, it seems that obviously they're still not allowing fucking, right? They're still not allowing you to just go and you and your girlfriend just start clapping cheeks on stream, right? But I do feel like Twitch, the way it's moving, that like Twitch may end up in that scenario where they are going to allow that, because here's the thing. What they're doing is opening the floodgates for adult content, right? They're opening the gate a little bit. They're opening the gate for adult content, right? And what's gonna happen? What I feel like what's gonna happen, right? Right? We all know the saying, sex sells, right? There's a reason why there's a reason why there's a bunch of 19-year-old girls, 18-year-old girls who make more money than fucking grown ass men with careers, like with actual careers, because sex sells, right? I feel like what's going to happen in the next, maybe not the next year, not the next 2 years, not the next 3 years, not the next 4, probably like maybe the next 5 years or so, right? Where we're going to see is going to happening is we're going to start seeing all the famous, like the big Twitch streamers that you can see right now, like Kai Cenat, Ludwig, fuck, who else? Pokimane, Shroud, Dr. Disrespect, like we're start seeing like all those big names like known for like gaming and all that. We're gonna start seeing them slowly start to fizzle out. Maybe not fizzle out, but slowly they're gonna start going lower and lower in terms of how much money they make in comparison to these streamers who make money off of monetizing sexuality, right? Because sex sells. And when that happens, Twitch is gonna start moving in that direction because it makes so much more money, right? Because at the end of the day, Twitch is a business. They want to make money. If they start as soon as they start opening the floodgates to adult content, that's what's gonna happen. The sex content is gonna start selling a lot more money. Then Twitch starts to start aiming towards it that way, right? And then what I'm seeing online is a lot of people. Well, it's like it's kind of controversial, right? You see a lot of people saying, "Oh no, this isn't good." A lot of people saying this is good, right? I'm more on the line where it isn't good purely because there are other websites for this, right? Part of the biggest reason why a lot of people are mad at this is because, back in like the hot tub meta, the wet t-shirt meta, like the biggest argument was you can do this shit, just don't do it on Twitch. There are other sites where you can do this like with no holds barred. Like you can do whatever you want on those sites, just not on Twitch, because that's not what Twitch is about. Right, and that was the whole argument. And I agreed with that argument. Yeah, Twitch is about like gaming, IRL. Like this is a site for gamers, right? Not for sex workers, right? Like respect, or how you feel about sex workers is how you feel, right? But at the end of the day, there's a place and time for them, and Twitch wasn't it. Now Twitch is allowing it, and what I think people are like, I think for most people who agree with this, they're not seeing what could happen when they allow sex work in a site where it's not supposed to be, where it originally wasn't supposed to be for sex work. Because right now they're trying to do a hybrid, right? Usually it's either they allow sexual content or they don't. Right now they're trying to do a hybrid, right? But I can't imagine how difficult it's going to be to control that and like, enforce specific policy guidelines in that, because what's gonna matter the most is what brings in the most viewers and what brings in the most money. And like I said before, it's gonna be the nude streamers, right? Dudes are horny, right? Part of the biggest reason why, like, you even see in like even just female influencers alone, right? I'm not saying that female influencers aren't entertaining, but you're lying to yourself if there's not plenty of dudes in their Twitch subs donating their fucking mortgage payments to them. Like, it's the truth. They do it because it's hot. I'm not saying they're not entertaining, but there are definitely plenty of dudes in their donations, in their Twitch subs, giving them money simply because they exist. That's just how it is. So now add in the fact that they can get naked, right, in artistic ways, but they can still get naked. It's just going to increase the money, and since that's where the money's going to come from, they're going to aim in that direction, right? But you have to think about how that could affect other people, because not all women want to be sex workers, right? Not all women want to do that content. So what's going to happen now? They're going to be conflated with the sex workers, right? You're going to see women being berated, harassed, and basically like kind of coerced into doing sex work, because that now they're conflated with the sex workers. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it should happen, but I'm saying it will happen, right? That's just how it is. That's what's gonna happen. A lot of female streamers who already have to deal with horny dudes that are in their chat just saying dumb shit, it's gonna be 10 times worse now for them, right? And like, that's just gonna drive that will honestly just drive more people away and force them to go to other sites like Kick and Rumble and maybe even YouTube. Like, it's a double-edged sword. It will make them more money, but is it the business model that Twitch really needs, right? Like, you have to think about it. Like, is this the business model that Twitch really needs, right? Because I promise you, this is not the end of the like this is as far as they're gonna go. I even think they said in here that they're still looking towards how much more they'll allow, right? I think it's somewhere on here. Yes, making this change helps ensures that viewers will not see content that they haven't consented to seeing. We will continue to explore adding more personalized viewer settings in the future, which means they're still looking into this, right? That's just business talk. They're still looking into this. They're still seeing what they can and cannot allow, right? The last straw, between letting this site being an actual porn site will be allowing full-on fucking, like full-on sex. But I guarantee you, in probably a year or two from now, you're gonna see another updated guidelines where they're gonna figure out a way to allow more nudity in a site. But what I think is gonna happen is, advertisers, right? If they're not good at controlling where the ads go, right? If they're really not good at controlling where the ads go, advertisers are going to start pulling their ads because they don't want to put their product next to a woman who or next to a dude, next to a woman or a dude, right? Man or woman, whoever's naked. They don't want their product next to a naked person, right? And advertisers are gonna start pulling their ads, but I just said 2 seconds ago, right? Sex sells, right? So it's gonna be compensated by people, donating, subbing, all that crap. So then they're gonna start adding more ways to compensate for the less advertisers. How are they gonna do that? Like every other campsite, they're probably gonna start doing. They're probably gonna start allowing Twitch streamers to lock their VODs, and then if you want to see the VOD, they'll you have to pay for it, right? I don't know if that's a thing already on Twitch. Like I said, I don't use it, so maybe that is already a thing. But if it's not already a thing, that's what's gonna happen. They'll probably allow Twitch streamers to lock their VODs, right? And if there's a lot of spicy content in that VOD, they'll probably lock it and then be like, hey, you want to see this VOD? Sub or pay $5 or $10 or whatever to see it. That's probably some things that could happen, right? They're gonna start figuring out ways to compensate for the loss in advertiser money in order to make more money on the site, because of this hybrid split business model that honestly I don't think works in the favor of Twitch, right? Because this is not what Twitch is known for. This is not what people come to Twitch for, right? That's just the reality. I'm not saying disrespect sex workers. I'm saying this is not what people come to Twitch for, right? Right? There are plenty of sites where you can do this freely, no holds barred, do whatever you want. If you wanna fucking shove an alien dick up your ass while you're eating a fucking apple, you can do that on other sites. But this is not what people come to Twitch for, and I think that's what's gonna cause the issues. Right? Not, like I said, I'm not sending hate to the sex workers. I'm not disrespecting them. I'm not saying, hey, go out and disrespect them. I'm just saying what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna see what's gonna happen is you're gonna see a lot of female streamers probably leaving because they don't want to be conflated with the sex workers because of the harassment that they're gonna get. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's gonna happen. You're gonna start seeing advertisers probably pulling their ads if they can't control it. If they find a way to monitor the ads, then that's probably not gonna be an issue. But if they can't figure out a way to keep their ads off of like the adult content, right, the nude streamers, you're gonna start seeing advertisers pull their ads. If the nude, like if the sex workers start making more money than like regular gaming Twitch streamers, then they're gonna start putting features in to benefit those sex workers more and more and more. That means they'll make more and more money, and then you're gonna start seeing the sex workers on Twitch out earning the biggest Twitch streamers. That's what I genuinely believe is gonna happen, right? But that's just my opinion on it. I could be wrong, but I genuinely believe that's the TLDR of what's gonna happen on Twitch. But who knows? Right? Maybe Twitch will make this business model work for them. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen in the future.